Hey guys, it's me, Rach. Today we're going to keep it nice and mellow and go through a stretch class. So let's get right on started and lay all the way on down. Once you've found your way to the mat, let the feet fall heavy onto the floor, knees bent. Arms can come out by your sides or into a goalpost position to help open up the chest. Take a nice big inhale. And then as you exhale, see if you can let your body settle a little bit heavier into the mat. One more time like this, big inhale, take in all the air you can. And then as you exhale, can you feel like your muscles just gently melt away from your bones? Your thigh bones sink a little heavier into your hip sockets. Your shoulder blades fall a little bit wider. The back of your head sinks a little bit heavier. And then use your next exhale to gently rock the knees over to the right, opening up through the left side body. And then we're going to inhale through center and bring it over to the other side. And go at your own pace here, going back and forth. If you want to hold, you can. Just noticing what this feels like in your body, seeing if you can keep your breath. And then next time you're over to the right, just stay over to the right. Take a nice big inhale into the left side of the body. A deep exhale to let go just a little bit further. And then come back through center. We go over to the other side. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Bring that all the way back through center here. Take your hands by your side, slide that left leg out long. Let's flex the left foot just so we have a little engagement through the leg, and then extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Hands can come behind the leg and just start to bend and extend. Getting into our hamstrings. Think about your right sits bone pulling to that left far corner edge of your mat. So we're keeping some length in the waist. Next time your leg is straight, pause and just point and flex through the foot a few times. Still breathing. And then just roll through the ankle in one direction, maybe flaring the toes. And then the other direction. And then try to keep that tailbone pulling over to the left corner edge of the mat as you slowly start to drop your leg over to the left, just a little bit here. And then think that outer blade of your right foot is reaching to the left side of the room. Take one more big inhale. One more deep exhale. Bring that leg back up towards the ceiling. Slide that left foot now so it's on the ground, and then take your right shin and cross it over the left thigh. Flex through that right foot and just press the left thigh away, opening up through our hip flexor. Make sure we haven't picked up any tension through our face, our neck, our jaw. And then you can thread behind the left leg, hug it in towards your chest. Maybe you use that right elbow to find some leverage and press the right leg away a little bit more. You can gently rock here. And if this is just way too much for your body, the hips are a tight, sensitive area. You can always stay in that figure four stretch that we had before. Just pressing the knee away. And then you're going to plant the left foot down. Arms come back into that goalpost or T position and just drop the knees back over to the right. Look to the left. If this is too much for the body, come into a regular spinal twist. If this is feeling really good, let that right leg get a little bit heavier on top of the left. Use your next exhale to come back through center. Extend the right leg out long on the ground, flexing the right foot. Extend the left leg up towards the ceiling and start by bending and extending. This time your tailbone is wagging a little bit to the right. Pause with the leg up and just point and flex the foot. lot of pain we often feel through our calves, shins, knees can come from our feet being really tight. Tight feet also leads to tight hamstrings, so making sure that we're not missing the small stuff here. Rolling the ankle out, flaring the toes, switching the direction. And then that leg can drop over the midline, still keeping the length through the left side body. And now that left outer blade of the foot is reaching to the right side of the room. We're going to slowly bring that back through center. Bend the right leg, planting the right foot on the ground. Figure 4 stretch with the left, and just press the left thigh open. Keep energy through the left foot. And then we'll grab behind the right leg, pull it in nice and close, as long as that feels okay. You can use that left elbow to press the leg open a little bit more here, and maybe gently rock side to side. Bringing the right foot back down to the ground, drop the knees over to the left, arms come back into the T or goalpost, and you can look over to the right. Regular spinal twist is welcome as well. If not, let that left leg get a little bit heavier here. Think about breathing into the right side of your lungs. You can keep your gaze over to the right. We're going to bring the legs back through center and then just roll onto our right side here. Pausing for a moment. This position is just always so comforting. Calm the nervous system here. And then you can use your hand to help press you up. And we're going to come through into an all fours position. Once you're there, give yourself some cat-cows. So dropping the belly down as you inhale, gazing up. And then press the floor away as you exhale, round through the spine, drop the head. And then we lengthen and bring it back. And I want you to make this 1000% yours. So drop any ideas of what you think this is supposed to feel like, what this is supposed to be. And maybe just start to circle the hips. Maybe you circle the head. Maybe you flip the wrists. You can go front and back, side to side. And if all these options are stressing you out, then just come back to the regular cat-cow. But know that this is all about exploring your body, finding what feels good, finding some extra space, and just really letting go. Try to follow your intuition here. Using your breath. And then we're just going to find some place in between the two to settle. Press into the left hand, right arm reaches up towards the ceiling, and then we'll thread the needle, bringing the right shoulder onto the ground, right ear onto the ground. You can crawl that left hand out to the side and use that as leverage to roll yourself a little bit more onto your right side body. See if you can let the head and that right shoulder get a little bit heavier. Maybe wagging the tail slightly to the left this time. And breathing. Left hand can plant down. Press into that arm. Let's reach it back up towards the ceiling. Swing the arm forward, planting the right hand down. Press the floor away, reach the left arm up. And then we thread the needle other side, bringing the left shoulder down, left ear down. You can crawl the hand over to the right and use that to help press yourself a little bit more open. This time your right hip can pull back. And then just find a little bit more breath in between the shoulder blades. We'll plant the right hand back down. Press the floor away, reach the left arm back up towards the ceiling. Circle it back on down to the ground, and then sit it back into a child's pose, crawling the arms forward. Let the head relax down. We're going to drop the elbows onto the ground, hands come together like a shark fin, and your fingertips will point up towards the ceiling. Maybe you crawl your elbows out just a little bit more and try to get your thumbs a little bit more towards the nape of the neck. Taking nice big breaths here. See if you can let the hips relax. Taking nice big belly breaths, letting your belly go. Softening the skin in the forehead. We'll take one more big inhale here. One more big exhale. Bring the hands back forward, look forward. Come back through into an all fours position. Tuck the back toes and send it up and back into a downward dog. Pedaling out through the legs here. Think about your waistline getting longer because your hips are pulling back just a little bit more. And again, make this your own, right? There's no right or wrong. There's just you and your body. So feel it out. Alright, we're going to take our right foot now. We're going to bring it forward in between the hands. So do what you need to get there. And then untuck the back toes. So left foot untucks. And then just gaze forward, keeping the fingertips on the ground. Press the left foot down as much as you can and just gently rock side to side here. Maybe wag the tail a little bit. See if you can pull the collarbone a little bit more wide, a little bit wider. And then use your next exhale to start to send the hips back. We'll straighten through the right leg, bend through the left. If you can, press the right heel down and pull the toes back. But this is a spicy one, so be kind to your body here. Try not to force anything. Instead, see if you can listen to your breath. If you ever notice that your breath is being compromised, it means that you've gone a little bit too far for your body. So let's honor that and just pull back a little bit. And then we're going to go back and forth. So you'll inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, send the hips back, chest forward. Do try to keep pressing down through that left foot. Alright, we'll take one more like this, pausing forward. Plant the left hand down, tuck the back toes, lift the back leg up, and then once again we're going to rotate up towards the ceiling with the right arm. Nice big inhale. Exhale, swim the right hand back forward, plant it down. Take your right foot and then bring yourself back into your downward dog. Our left foot is now going to come forward. Again, however you need to get there. Untuck the back toes and just gently rock it out side to side. Breathing into our hips. Chest is pulling up and forward. And the more you press that right foot down, the more you're going to feel it through your right hip. And then we'll use our next exhale to start to send the hips back, folding forward. Maybe you press the left heel down, pull the toes back a little bit deeper. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Roll it back forward as you inhale. Press that right foot down and then inhale, send it back. And move and groove with what feels good for your body here. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Right, last time, pausing forward, planting the right hand down, tucking the back toes, hover the back leg up, and then rotate open to the left. Try to wrap that right shoulder away from the ear. Swim that left hand back onto the ground. Take your left foot and then send it on back into your downward dog. See if you can feel any difference from your legs from when we first found this position. And then nice and slowly start to walk your feet up towards the center of the mat. And then we're going to rotate ourselves so we're the long way on our mat. And then you can wiggle the feet nice and wide here. Either you step or you do a little toe heel. And then pause with the feet slightly turned in. And then from here start to forward fold it. We are still keeping the legs active, so I want you to think about lifting your kneecaps up towards your hips, pressing down through the feet, and then that way our upper body can become a little bit more relaxed, right? So the head can fall a little bit heavier, the shoulders can melt towards the floor a little bit deeper. Hands can crawl forward, that feels okay. Hands can come back behind you if that feels okay. Wherever you're at, take nice big inhales and deep exhales. We're going to find the feet parallel here. You're going to crawl your hands over to the right, bend the right leg, look forward. And then we're just going to crawl ourselves over to the other side. Inhaling through center, exhale when you land. Like this because it's real animalistic. I feel like a cat in the wild. Again, try to have a little fun with it here, just feeling what is happening in your body. Where do you feel this? Where can you relax a little bit more? And then next time you're through center, pause here. Externally rotate the feet. Press into the feet and roll it up one bone at a time. We're going to drop the knees wide, drop the hips down, and take a second to rock side to side here. Notice if you need to adjust anything, and then we'll pause. Press the right thigh away, drop the right shoulder down, gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale through center, exhale, same thing, other side. One more each side. Taking your time. Pause back through center. Lift the hips, drop the hands back down, back to that forward fold position. And then let's crawl our hands towards the back end of our mat. And then you can just step the left foot back a little, right foot forward a little bit until you find yourself in a forward fold. Grab for opposite elbows, bend the knees generously, and then just let your belly hang heavy on your legs. Feel like the vertebrae in your back is melting a little bit closer towards the floor over the leg, kind of like a waterfall. And then begin to slowly straighten the legs a little bit more. Let the arms dangle. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Let the feet get a little bit heavier. And then slowly start to pick yourself up, just one bone at a time. When you get to the top, roll the shoulders up and back. And then nice and slowly bring the hands down and come to seated. However you need to get there. If that didn't work for you, no stress. You can stay facing whichever way. I'm going to turn to look towards you. We're going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling, interlace the fingers, and just side bend over to the right. Maybe you look up towards the ceiling. And then back through center, lift up a little higher, and then let's go other side. Maybe gazing to the right. Come all the way back through center, lift yourself a little bit higher, swim the hands down until they find the knees. Look down towards the floor, up towards the ceiling, and then let's just draw circles in one direction, taking it nice and slow, circles in the other direction, and then just pause with your head down towards the floor. Feel a nice stretch for the back of the throat. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, can you let your seat get a little bit heavier? Let your hands get a little bit heavier. If you can, take a second to shut the eyes or soften the gaze. Keeping your eyes like this, just lift the head back on up so you're stacked nice and tall. Take a second to see how your body feels. Take a second to notice your breath. to notice the weight of your body. Notice the air in the room. Take one final inhale. One deep exhale. Gently flutter the eyes open. And you guys are all set. Thank you so much for taking the time to slow down, to tend to your body. Stretching and breathing is equally as important as any of these high intensity or other workouts that we do. So really, congratulations, good job. Keep up the good work, and until next time, see you guys later.